So with that in mind, let's set the dial to 1930. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Oh, seriously, these migraines are gonna kill me. Those monsters. Whoa. Hey, did the principal send you? Who? What? Where did you come from? Oh, okay. As long as the principal didn't send you. You don't mind if I sit down, do you? Thanks. I'm sorry if I seem a bit tired, but I've just finished teaching 7 classes of French to a bunch of 8th graders who couldn't care less about learning French. You think my students are ever going to go to France? Heck, I only went once and they made me the French teacher. To be honest, I have a degree in economics, but they closed down that class because of lack of interest. Sorry, economics joke. Anyway, what's that? You're time travelers. You have 6 questions to ask about teaching languages. All right, let's get this over with. I have to coach softball in about an hour. I get an extra $20 for that gig. All right, what's the first question? What was that? You want to know why we should teach languages? Well, listen. As fun as it would be to go all over the world with Captain Adventure, I'm a real teacher and I teach normal students. My students are never going to travel to a different country. Are yours? No, of course not. They're normal students. So they don't need to know how to speak a language with the natives and get all touchy-feely with a culture. Do you want to know what they do need to do? Pass the test the administration wants me to give at the end of the semester. They need that. And the only way they'll be able to do that is by learning how to read enough, know enough vocabulary and grammar, so they can take that test. And you want a bit more honesty? Can you close the door? I don't want the principal to hear this. All right. Okay, here's the truth. This is a job, and I get paid to do this job. Am I right? Of course I'm right. I'm a real teacher, and I have bosses, and I have to do what they say. And I do this for money, so sue me. And my job is to teach these monsters of mine to learn a little bit of French and then just go away and leave me alone. All right. You want to know who we should teach? Well, we should teach real students, normal students. They're kids who sit in class all day and then go home and forget everything they just learned. They won't use French when they go home, so they won't remember most of what I teach them during the day. Just saying the truth. All right, next question. Materials. Let's see. Well, we need books, of course. Can't read without books. And the administration tells me which books to use, so I usually teach whatever they give me. We are also given lists of vocabulary words and grammar so the students can memorize them and prepare for the test. That's about all I use to teach. What's the next question? How do people learn languages? I don't know. I've got an economics degree. Well, all right. Well, my students probably won't learn the language, but maybe, I don't know, if they learn a few vocabulary words and maybe read a book in French, then I would be thrilled. They can do that by memorizing a bunch of vocabulary words and grammar patterns and translating from French into English, you know. Next. How should a teacher teach? That's funny. All right, word of advice, pace yourself. Seriously. Okay, and obviously a teacher should give students books to read in the language. I have all of my students reading the same book, and they have to read the same chapter each night. Then I give them a quiz, same quiz the next day, with the same questions about the chapter they just read. The quiz is based off of the test they're going to have to take at the end of the year. All right, last question. Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, I guess we help students learn some of the language by having them keep reading. Who knows, maybe some of them will take French in college, if I'm lucky. The more they read, the more language they will pick up. Seriously. I just hope enough of them will pass the test at the end of the year so I can get my contract renewed. Know what I mean?